could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trouble.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the visitor sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy off the play fake. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Through the middle of the field. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 57 yards. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys were set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Game on the play. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And trying to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's third down.
Third down and 7.
To throw is Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. T.J. Sanders. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Purdy looking to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, 49ers.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And now a fake on a jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up a 2nd down on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Now Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Able to slither by. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Faking the give, Darnold. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now Darnold. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Darnold. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
7-yard gain. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Here's Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Darnold. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Here's Darnold. Open man is Ibuka. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. To the sideline and incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Jaron Reed on the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To the football, it's blocked. Now it's Scoop taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Niners set to take over on offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. A field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Purdy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And he rifles one incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Purdy from the gun. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 27.
To throw is Darnold. Little short pass. This is Everett. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Darnold now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Darnold from the gun. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. They work now on 2nd and 9.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this 1st half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. So halftime here.
Okay, Brandon,
West,
thank you.
East.
Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home to take on Carolina. And it's the Carolina defense, worst in the NFL last year, but coming up with a huge play here. They made their presence felt in a number of ways, including the pass rush as they get the sack here. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even 1st half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Running right, here's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Darnold, a sneak, and he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1st down. 1st and 10.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Darnold. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Here's 3rd and 9.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. And a 49er first down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action here. Purdy. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Darnold loses it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Be lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And a 49er 1st down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Sheds off the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
1st down, San Francisco.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brings up 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The offense on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
First down, 49ers.
Play action. Now Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
San Francisco.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Slot man moves right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is taken at about the 14. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 26.
Here's Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on third down. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
We'll definitely
line.
see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to 1st before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold pushes past him. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up. The big fella. Down to the 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He spins free. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down by 2 touchdowns. 1:40 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Darnold. A little short pass. This is Everett. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here comes second down at 5.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
Darnold to throw.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
And that's good.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Seahawks.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
For a Seattle Seahawks.
So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the 49ers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't